like they're about to pop out. Oh, he is making a warp prism. And luckily for me, unfortunately for him, I just have the bright idea of putting overlords outside my base so I can spot incoming drops. So actually that's very unlucky. This overlord is going right to where that warp prism in just 5 seconds too early. Meanwhile, he's going to break the rocks, and luckily for me, I guess it's not luck, but I did put a Zergling here just so I would know when he took his third, and I could at least have that intel. I'm looking for his warp prism. I'm a little worried. I thought it was up in the fog of war over here, but I guess it's down here. I have my lings going up here in case I missed it, but I killed it. So that was a little bit of a mess up in multitasking for him, but I know I'm on 3 base, he's starting his third, and I feel I'm ahead enough that I can just attack him at his third and show him who's boss. And because I have so many corruptor, I actually go pretty overboard since I'm ahead. I was at 14 corruptor, so that's a pretty good number. Actually, the lings and corruptors get here early, but I don't care. I use the lings to distract the stalkers to protect for my corruptors and just snipe the 2 colossi real fast. And then I'm actually going to chase them all the way back because as colossi are gone, my army can destroy them. It's just really slow. Another interesting thing is that if roaches have 1 or more armor upgrades while immortals have 0 attack upgrades, that's the only time when it works. Immortals will 4-shot roaches instead of 3, and it makes them much less effective against roaches. So all you Protoss players out there, you need to make sure that you have 1 attack upgrades by the time roaches have 1 armor. After that, it doesn't matter. You could have 1 attack and roaches could have 3 armor upgrades. You'll still 3-shot them. But for that early game, 1 armor, you need to have the 1 attack. So even though I only have 6 roaches, it's not really relevant for this game, but really need to make sure you keep up on upgrades. So, killed his third. It looks like he canceled that, so at least he got the 400 medals back. I reinforced with Zerglings because they're super fast, and they're going to get there extra fast. Plus, I am upgrading melee attack, because I figure Zerglings are pretty good. I either need to focus on Hydralisks or Zerglings, and since I am going Hive, and both our tier 3 units benefit from melee attack, the Broodlings do for Broodlords, I figured I'd go with melee attack. Oh shoot, I'm missing another battle. Sorry guys. Back up a little bit. So it's pretty much over now. He's got 1 Colossi, not a very big army. I've got plenty of Corruptors and a sizable ground army. So, not looking good for him. I think I'm going to let him live just a little bit longer. I changed my mind. Back off. Took a 4th. I'm not macroing too well. I have quite a bit of money, but I think I'm saving up for Ultralists, which, you know, isn't optimal, but I'm so far ahead it doesn't really matter. It's one of our observers accidentally talking in all chat. I'm going to back up a little bit. Not too worried. Get some lings for tanking and doing damage. And I am getting the Greater Spire and Ultralist Den, and oh, I haven't started that yet, but I eventually get Adrenal Glands for super fast Zergling attack. And I believe this is the final battle. And Max versus his 118 army, so not looking too good. Colossi are dead. Hydralisks have free reign to kill everything. I kill his army just in time to make 5 Ultralisks, as well as a bunch of Broodlords. And of course, everyone knows that feeling when You're just behind all game and you feel really bad. Feel like there's nothing you could have done, but there usually is. Watching the replay definitely helps. And our friendly observers are giving helpful tips. Yeah, there's my Broodlords, there's my Ultralist. Yeah, I'm pretending like I had tier 3 when it mattered, but oh well. That's pretty much the end of the game. We're gonna blast through it. So anyway, I'd like to talk about things Protoss could have done better. Obviously, besides just not getting behind by that 4-gate or 5-gate fake, that definitely be step number 1. Don't do that. Or I'm pretty sure that can be effective, but I don't play Protoss, so I don't know how to do it. But I think if you did it right, it certainly could be effective. But the way he did it was not right. I think you definitely want to get 4 or maybe even 3 gateways instead, and maybe get that Nexus up a little faster so that, and also I think if he had a bigger army to show to my scouting to make me more scared and build a bigger army instead of letting me, because I was kind of waiting with those 8 larvae to see, do I need to build an army or can I make drones? And when I saw that he threw down that Nexus and barely had any units, I made 8 drones. If he had a bigger army when he threw down the Nexus, then I don't know, maybe I would have made more units. But anyway, I was able to power drone super hard after that and just blow away past him in income. But anyway, besides that, both Scaryman and ATC Nair have been having trouble with Roach Hydra Corruptor. And I think step 1, which Scaryman actually did this game, was get those Immortals. Get at least 4 or 5 Immortals, if not more. A lot of trouble they have is they wait until I have like tons and tons of roaches and then build like 3 Immortals and then lose. And then they feel like Immortals aren't very good against roaches, but that's not true. You just, that's too little too late. And what you need to do is get plenty of Immortals and just punish him if he does go roaches or force him not to go roaches. So that was step 1. That was good. Step 2, I think, would be definitely getting plenty of stalkers. Maybe even if you see that many corruptors, just forget Colossi. Just make me waste, tons and tons of resources on ton of useless corruptors that aren't going to do anything, and just make a big, strong, immortal plus gateway army. And if we're on even ground, the Protoss should win because his army is bigger and doesn't have useless units in it, so it should win. And I think that's the best way to deal with Roach Hydra Corruptor. Is get Immortals to keep the roach count down, of force Ling Hydra, and then don't go Colossi, and make a big Warp Gate army. I don't know the exact composition because I don't play Protoss, but Zealots are good against Ling and Hydra, so maybe lots of Zealots, and Sentry are always good at cutting armies in half, messing up Hydra. So yeah, scratch that. What I said earlier about making lots of Stalker. You don't really need to kill the Corruptors if you don't go Colossi. Another thing, another alternative would be to, if I'm not going a lot of Corruptors, if I'm only going like 6 or something, which doesn't kill them that fast, try and hit a timing push when I've only got those 6 or something. Like if you hit with your maybe first 2 Colossi and I only have 6 Corruptors, it might not be very good for for the Zerg player, and you might be able to crush them right then. It all depends on proper scouting and how the game's developing. But I hope this was educational for both Zerg and Protoss players alike. I think this cast went much better than my first one. I like to talk about getting ahead, getting behind, and how that happens, and what players are doing and what they should be doing, how that matches up and stuff, the dynamics of the matchup. I hope this showed how Roach Hydra Corruptor does against Robotech, and have a nice day, guys. I hope this one was much better. See ya.